Amnesty, because they wouldn't say the word genocide, and they said everything else about what's happening in Gaza that Amnesty wanted, literally shut them down. You are weakening within Israeli society the people advancing your cause within Israeli society. Now, maybe Amnesty thinks that all it needs to do to end the Gaza war or to change Israeli behavior is convince their best friends in New York that they go drinking beers with. Maybe that's what they're going to be, how they plan to end the Gaza war. But arguably, it would be more useful to engage Israelis on ending the Gaza war. What would cause you to kick the Israelis doing that work, willing to carry your banner in a society slightly hostile to you because you're very hostile to them? They're the ones you throw under the bus? The prejudice, I hear what you're saying, Danielle, that is exactly what it feels like to me, but it's concerning to hear it from you from within, who lived in this Human Rights Watch world, who believed in it. But they don't care about these Israelis who want to carry their banner into Israeli society. That tells me they don't even care about Gazans, because it's not about actually ending the Gaza war, it's about feeling good about themselves. Am I going too far?
So that's, exactly right, because you're asking the exactly right question. Why would Amnesty International, an organization that's nominally committed to tackling abuses by the government of Israel, terminate a chapter full of some of the government of Israel's loudest critics? These are people who spent their career criticizing the occupation, the military's use of force, the Israeli government's treatment of civil society. And I'll admit, I was puzzled by this for quite some time as well. I work in advocacy, in lobbying, in public affairs for a living. And anybody who's in this universe will tell you that any advocacy strategy, for it to be successful, needs to take into account the real concerns of its target. Even in situations of substantive disagreement, you want to understand your target's limitations, their fears, their concerns, so you can help influence them and move them. Amnesty has no supporters in Israel. It has nobody who will pick up its phone calls, engage it, listen to it, let alone implement its decisions.
Why? Why is that good for Palestinians? That Amnesty can't get an Israeli to pick up the phone?
It's not. Because the answer is that shaping Israeli policy is not the goal of Amnesty International. If it was, it would start having conversations about, why is the IDF using 10,000-pound bombs in Gaza, not 5,000-pound bombs? Those have a smaller blast radius. There'll be less civilian damage. And that's a reasonable discussion to have. But that's not the discussion Amnesty wants to have. It wants to have a discussion about words like apartheid. It wants to have a discussion about genocide, because the goal is not to actually shape outcomes in Gaza for Palestinians. The goal is to win plaudits, support, donations, retweets,